Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. This video is going to be entailed based on yesterday's performance against Burnley away from home at Turf Moor, and more so, I'm going to be speaking about a player that most persons have, or particular Manchester United fans, have on their mind at this particular, moment in time. Now, first of all, let's talk about a few stuff relating to yesterday's performance. Yesterday against Burnley, Manchester United, given our position in the Premier League, we were expecting at least 3 points. It's not based on the performance of it being beautiful or delightful to the fans or being enticing or appealing, but it's the fact that we got 3 points away from home from a side that is struggling very much in the Premier League. Currently, they're in 20th place last time I checked. So they're not in the best, you know, situation at this time. Right now, they need a divine intervention. They need a blessing from God Himself. But yesterday, we blessed them with 1 point. I don't even think they haven't gotten, points in previous games leading up to the Manchester United game. And, for most Premier League sides, playing against Manchester United is like the 25th of December. So they get a gift or something that's much of a charity gift or something. So they know that they're going to bite off Manchester United. So yesterday in our performance, because we the fans, we the players, we're like a family, we're a unity, it's one love. But yesterday, Manchester United got to go through Varane, which was ruled out. And, some person may be saying, well, how is that offside? Varane is not offside. There's a player that Varane plays with as a centre back that his name will be mentioned soon rather than later, and he's going to be the foreshadow. He's going to be the face of this video, which I don't want it to be longer than 30 minutes. But yeah, that goal was ruled out based on some other players' antics and shenanigans. But yesterday, Manchester United missed out on the opportunity of monopolizing again. I'm not expecting us to play Burnley off for the park, because Burnley is just going to be this one whole unit that defends. So they're not even looking to at least try to win the game or nick it. They're trying to just play it. Just trying to be defensive all around. But in the second half, Manchester United dropped the ball a bit, and Burnley actually asserted themselves and got a goal. Now, when I saw the goal, it was no surprise of the defender that J. Rodriguez beat to score that goal. Rodriguez loves a goal against Manchester United, He has it in his notepad. But him beating Maguire from there, so Harry Maguire is our captain. My man is basically saying that, well, as a defender, you don't want to really come at the player from that angle because it can be a penalty, it can be a foul. So, I had to let loose, I had to course off a bit. I didn't want any trouble, I didn't want no smoke. Well, you got smoke anyway. You conceded one goal which equalized the game. So you're not even in a position of protection, You're getting criticism right now. Persons have been talking about the name of Harry Maguire. Why are you on Harry Maguire back? Why are you on? We're not on Harry Maguire just because we're on Harry Maguire. We're on Harry Maguire because we know that he's not good enough for the club, and he's not the set standard of our captain. Not Harry Maguire. Roy Keane, I know he's still alive, but if Roy Keane was dead, my man would be turning in his grave right now. I hope he doesn't die easy, because Roy Keane is quite a character on Sky Sports. But if past captains of Manchester United think of man, I'm missing his name. I wouldn't say Wayne Rooney, although Rooney was quite a captain, but nah. Well, let's put Rooney there. So Rooney, Brian Robson, yes, Brian Robson was what I was about to say. Eric Cantona, of course, Roy Keane, Rio Ferdinand. Matter of fact, Rio Ferdinand stated something which is a criticism and the name of Harry Maguire, and it's not surprising that a former centre back, particularly a former Manchester United centre back, is passing a criticism on the current Manchester United centre back, who happens to be our captain. And this is what my man basically said. This is what Rio Ferdinand said. By the way, it's quite a long it's quite lengthy, but I'm gonna try to read pause. He said, "There is Scott McTominay. He's your protection. He's got to do, Maguire, is keep pushing him away." I don't understand defense, code terms. So I'm an attacker. I play football in real life, isn't me? I'm more of a forward myself. So I don't know him saying this. I don't know the terms he's saying this in, like keep pushing him, is keep pushing him away, and he hasn't got to overcome it. As soon as he overcomes it, it's a great piece of skill. This pass is sublime. If Kevin De Bruyne does that, we'll be going all crazy. This touch across Maguire takes him completely out of it. I don't think Maguire is quick enough to have got there to affect that situation once it got beyond him. Exactly. There's about stopping it. It's about stopping it at the source. Yeah, exactly. If you want to stop a river from running, go back to the source. The source is always the key to stopping anything, because that's where things start. Is always from the source. Once he has had the big number 9, he keeps him facing away from the goal. He's got the security of Scott McTominay in front of him. He can deal with him a little bit. These small mistakes lead into big moments. Not in Maguire's case anyway. So I must stop right there to answer this, man. Going forward, we cannot allow, we, as if I am an authority figure in Manchester United's camp. But I must say this, man, because Manchester United fans' opinions matter. Harry Maguire, and we have been saying this for the longest period of time, so this is not based on our past performance against Burnley. Person been saying this for a long period of time. Maguire cannot be Manchester United's captain if things like this continue. If we do not, basically we're being reactive, because I don't think Maguire should have been captain anyway when he came to Manchester United. If you guys remember, and I've said this before, when my man was given captain's armband, I remember it was the first game in the EuroLeague in the season of 2019-2020 when he was a new signing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave this youth the captain's armband, right? This is where you know he's not captain. My man, when the game was about to start against this, I don't remember the side, in the EuroLeague, in fall of 2019, our first game in the EuroLeague, my man was given the captain's armband, see? And then before kickoff, you know that you're supposed to meet up with the referees with the other opposing captain. The opposing captain was actually a goalkeeper, so he was there with the referee waiting for the Manchester United captain to go there. My man is kicking it with his teammates, and he's not going to the referee. Yes, it's his first time, but bro, you're the captain. You're supposed to know what is expected. I'm pretty sure you watch games, so you know what happens with the referee and captains. My man is kicking it with his teammates, and it's been minutes. Well, it's not minutes, but seconds. And the referee's like, "Yo, come over here, sir. Over here, sir. We're going. Come over here, sir, man. Come over here, sir." Like, bro, you're not captain, man. You don't scream captain material. Hold on. Yes, me, I have to dress like Ralph Ragnick for a bit. Yeah, man, you don't scream captain material, man. It's just not on you. You see me? You don't have that set stamp on the face of your forehead. You're not captain armband, bro. You're not a captain. And not just me saying it. Most persons are, well, some persons might say, "Oh, I want Harry Maguire to stay as captain," but they're not saying it from the perspective of him becoming better. They're saying it because he's fun to make fun of. You see me? He's a meme. He's a living, walking meme. You see me? So persons don't mean what they say when they say, "Well, I'm just looking out for Maguire because I believe there's potential." This is a 26-year-old centre back from England that used to play for Hull City and Leicester City. Yes. After I was about to say Leeds United could never. I mean, Leeds United is struggling, but I guess they could do with a centre back. But even if they sign a centre back and Harry Maguire was at the club, Harry Maguire would still not be on the bench. But yeah, man, you're not captain, man. You just don't. You're like a polished, refined Phil Jones as captain, and Phil Jones has cleaned up his act during the 2 year rehabilitation process he's had. Because again, my man hasn't played a game since January of 2020. So my man is obviously, clean up his act for a bit, and he's no better centre back, but he's not he's not a comedic figure as he once was previously. So of course, my man has learned through the 2 year span he hasn't played football. Is me, but Harry Maguire himself, man, just for you to let loose of Jay to just take that into stride and score. Of course, as a centre back, and of course, I'm no centre back, not professional anyway. I'm more of a forward, but I can understand him not pushing himself in a situation where he can actually cause a foul in the box, so it's a penalty. But why are you going to allow my man to get space to take it into stride anyway? And that just, I mean, bro, this goes deeper than yesterday's performance, bro. You're just, like I said, you're just a walking footballing meme, man. That's what you are, bro. That's what you are. I mean, you are the main reason why, and this is no victim play card statement, but seriously, you're the reason why Varane didn't get his first goal for Manchester. I think it's his second goal or so. You're the reason why Varane didn't get his goal yesterday, man. It's because of your antics and shenanigans, man. You'll be hurt. You're even hurt. Not only hurting your teammates, you're hurting your centre back partner. That's your centre back partner, man. You don't be blocking your centre back's partner, goal, man, just because you got a goal and you didn't. So you put yourself in an offside position. Now, given that it's Michael or not Michael Oliver as referee, although he's suspect as well. Although it's that old man, I'm forgetting his name. I can't remember his name. But the point is, you are the reason why we didn't get a goal through Varane. That was a very good ball from Bruno Fernandes after like how much? Like 2 million set pieces. So yeah, man. My man, yo, Harry Maguire. First of all, let us break this down. Why was Harry Maguire linked to Manchester United in the first place? I remember in 2018 when Harry Maguire was playing very well for Leicester City as a centre back. Now, peep this. When you're doing well at a club, or at least a top 10 club that Leicester has evolved into, they're no longer a top 15 club or a last five down relegation club. You see me? They have built up and they have evolved ever since 2016 after their heroics of winning the champions, not champions. Well, they became champions in the Premier League. That's what I should have said. I don't even think Harry Maguire was at, no, he was at Hull City. So, yeah, man, because of his performance at Leicester, being bought, from Hull City, he's done bits but for some reason, Manchester United was linked to this youth. And that got more fire once after his performance at the World Cup with England. You see me? Yeah, you have to remember, let's go down memory lane for a couple of years. At least it's almost 4 years now. Yeah, man, he did well. To be fair to him, he did well for England in the World Cup of 2018. But that shouldn't send a message or put him on a routine to Manchester United just because he did well at a World Cup. Now, speaking of Rio Ferdinand, he did well in the 2000, wait, when was it? I think it was the 2002 World Cup. What year did Rio Ferdinand move to Manchester United? I think it's 2002 or 2003. Moved to Manchester United. I think it's, yes, on July 22. Yeah. So On July 2002, Rio Ferdinand moved from Leeds United to Manchester United. You see me? So he got, yeah, so person was probably seeing this as like a Rio Ferdinand moment just because of his sheer brilliance and his positive sheer performance in the World Cup of 2018 with England. But bro, Rio Ferdinand, Harry Maguire, Harry Maguire is not Rio Ferdinand, man. But it took after a season for him to come to Old Trafford. And when he came to Old Trafford, some persons like myself were skeptical of this signing, particularly the transfer fee. Now, Van Dijk was signed for at least 50 mil. Don't get it twisted. Now, I think I'm getting it. I think it's 50 mil. I can go check on the computer right now. But to speculate and estimate, I would say it's probably 75. They signed him for from Southampton to Liverpool in fall of 2017, and he officially became a Liverpool player in the winter transfer window in 2018. Yeah, but Harry Maguire moving for 80 mil again. This dude is unknown, bro. Unknown to proper football. Yes, he was doing bits at Leicester, but in terms of top tier centre back, Harry Maguire is not in that bracket. He's not in that bracket. You see me? So to sign him for 80 mil, we could have, the negotiations should have been more in our favor. Leicester City got the better out of that deal. Well, some may say, well, you want Leicester players, so you have to be in Leicester's favor. Not necessarily if you know what you're doing. Not necessarily if you know what you're doing. If you have negotiation skills, then that wouldn't have been in Leicester's favor. Their sides, top tier sides or low tier sides, that is pimping other clubs and they're getting transfers in their favor. Because they know how to work the whole of negotiate. Look at Barcelona. Barcelona got Aubameyang for free. You see, Aubameyang for free. Adama Traore on loan. What was they got? They got Ferran Torres on the cheap. They got Depay and like Juventus. Juventus has they get a lot of players on free. You see me? They got a lot of not only a lot of players, but quality players on free. You see me? Yeah, man. So Manchester United, we didn't get the better out of that deal. You see me? And bringing this back to his football abilities on the pitch, Maguire should be dropped right now, man. He should be dropped right now. We're not going to lose a sweat over it. Is me? If my man is on the bench, is me? He's not going to. Nothing will be detrimental because he's already making the side detrimental as is. So the best thing is to cut out the post and put it on the bench. Is him just remove remove that cancerous, what we call it now, that cancerous lump from our side so that we don't, get cancer and die off. And played Victor Lindelof as along with Varane, because you have to understand that when Varane was playing with Lindelof, Manchester United played the best football under Ralph Ragnick since he's been here. Since he's been here, our defending has been better, calmness, more composure, ball playing from the back. Harry Maguire, I know he's trying to be like Van Dijk, but you're not Van Dijk, bro. I mean, I've seen him play some decent passes, like your Trabi Alonso from a centre half, but that's not you. That's not you. You're trying. Nothing is not wrong with trying, but that's just not you, bro. There is a certain limitation to your quality. Stay down there, sir, and stay your ass on the bench. So we need to start with Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire today. Start with Victor Lindelof and Varane as his main centre back appearing to start. Let him go kick it with Phil Jones on the bench. Let him have fun with Eric Bailly. Let that be our reserved go-to if one of these main centre backs are injured. Yeah, man, Manchester United for a lot of years now, since Sir Alex Ferguson has passed away, Manchester United has been really lacking a key figure in our defense. You see me? We have had the camaraderie of having Phil Jones starting with Chris Smalling. You guys remember Chris Smalling? Person said that Chris Smalling is the next Rio Ferdinand. Phil Jones is the next Vidic. Yeah, I wonder where that took us. Yeah, so we had all of these players. So I need to wrap up on the 10 minutes. So we had all of these centre backs. We have Rojo. See, I don't want to get over the 30th minute mark, but see, man, here's the thing, man. It's like some of us, we want to have, I don't know if I'm going to explain it correctly, but some of us centre backs, in terms of looking for the perfect fill in centre back, we don't want a centre back that's very aggressive, and we don't want a centre back that is too docile. You see me? We want a blend of both factions. And Manchester United, since I don't like I said, since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, we haven't had a complementary centre half period, I should have said. Under the reign of Sir Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson was renowned, particularly starting with 2006, leading up until 2012 or 2013. Manchester United was renowned for starting with Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. Looking at both players, I soon get back to Maguire, I'm not off him as yet. Looking at these two players of Rio Ferdinand and Vidic, two of them have different natures. That makes them a complement. Just like Oreo, I know most of us love Oreo biscuits. You have the black cookie, as some may call it, the chocolate cookie on the outside that is squishing the white filling together. That makes the cookie complementary. That's why it's tasty and palatable to our taste buds. But what is more palatable to our footballing taste buds is having a proper centre back pairing that is complementary, and they don't have the same taste, they don't have the same flavor, they don't have the same nature. Rio Ferdinand was more calm. I wouldn't say he was this complete passive docile player. He got into challenges himself, but that was not his main area. Leave that for the animal from Serbia. That's Vidic. Leave that for him. For Rio Ferdinand, he was more composed and calm in his approach in tackling, and he could play from the back. Vidic, on the other hand, was your just aggressive, isn't me, that raw, primal, natural animal that will get combative animal that will get into challenges. He doesn't care if he loses one eye. He doesn't care if he loses a finger. He doesn't care if if a patch, he got a patch on his head through a tackle and someone just patch out his head from his head. That was his nature, and that is what gave Manchester United, basically titles. Because as Sir Alex Ferguson says, titles win. A strong defense wins you titles. It's good to have an attack, but if the attack is good enough, but the defense is not good enough, then you're just not going to be as effective. So man, I'm getting notifications. In wrapping up, going back to Harry Maguire, let's just put him out of the shadow a bit and let's address the problem. Like I said, Harry Maguire needs to be on the bench right now. He needs to be dropped. He needs to be. I should have said he should be stripped from the captain's armband, because we don't want. This is a big disrespect on the captaincy of Manchester United, based on past and previous captains of Manchester. This dude shouldn't. This is a walking laughing stock. He is. He's some people will say he's a refrigerator. It's me that he's walking. And let's say this, man. Harry Maguire has really gotten away with it. He's gotten away with it. If you look at the if you look at his career, this dude is not like this dude was playing at Real Madrid. It's not like this dude was playing at Bayern or Barcelona. It's not like this dude was playing even at PSG. You see me? This dude was playing with was playing with Hull City, Leicester City, It's funny he didn't go to Manchester City just to make the trifecta of the cities. But my man went to United, Manchester United, not any other United. And he's captaining players like Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and Cristiano Ronaldo. And if you look at the back, the history of Pogba, CR7, not Bruno Fernandes, because my man has been at Sporting Lisbon for most of his career. And then he moved to Manchester United to go and Bruno passes. But if you look at the players that he's presiding over in terms of leadership as captain, you would say this dude, you would wonder why he doesn't get the respect that he doesn't get. Because again, bro, is look at the history of Harry Maguire as a footballer. Look where he's coming from. And look at the pedigree, the CV of CR7 and Paul Pogba. Persons are not going to respect that. And this is where the rubber meets the road in terms of disagreements, conflict, and things just don't click. It's because we have this big rock that cannot move. I think a turtle can outrun me in a 100-meter race. He's just not captain. Well, who would you have as captain? Bruno Fernandes? No, I wouldn't say Bruno Fernandes is a perfect player to be captain, because I think he's a bit off. I think he's a bit over the edge, but that passion is what is needed as captain, as well as knowing how to lead the players on the pitch. So, in my opinion, in finishing this video podcast, Bruno Fernandes should be the speaking voice on the manager on the pitch by wearing the captain's armband. Not Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's really gotten away with it. Again, look at his career, and it's a wonder why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave him the captain's armband. This dude is not captain, man. Send him back to Hull City. Send him back to I don't even think Leicester City wants him, but send him to whoever wants him, man. The problem is that we cannot sell Harry Maguire at this moment in time, because it's going to make us look stupid based on the transfer fee that we signed him for. Signing him for 800 mil, not 800 mil, because that would have been like an uphill battle. But signing him for 80 million pounds, and he's been at the club for for almost 3 years. And to sell him now, if the winter transfer window was still open, we would have looked stupid. But I'll say this: it's better for us to look stupid so that we can learn and earn our experiences and wisdom, and not make this stupid error again. So I'm gonna wrap up this video right now, man, because Harry Maguire, man. That's all I can say. Harry Maguire should not only be starting, but he should not be captain for Manchester United. Listen me, he's just not it, man. Some of us persons, even a baby can see a real one when he sees it, or when she sees it. This dude is just not captain. Again, he's just a polished, refined, processed version of Phil Jones that's wearing the captain's armband. That's who he is. So that's all I have for you today, man. Manchester United has a game. I think we have a game on Saturday against. I forgot who we go play against, but I might do a preview tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I might do a preview on Friday for that game. So stay tuned for that. If you've been watching up until this point, like and subscribe to the channel. Share your views in the comments. You might be a devil's advocate for Harry Maguire. Comments down below. You might disagree with what I have basically stated. Comments below. If you agree, then just show that with hitting this thumb button. If you disagree and you don't have the ability to speak, you see this button, hit that button as well. Yeah, man, that's just my opinion on Harry Maguire, man. And with that being said, I am out. Until the next video podcast. Peace.